just like that, it's decorated. And look at that dress. This is my daughter's dress. She actually wore this to prom this year, but I wanted to try it on and see if I could fit in it, and I can. And I cannot believe that I can actually fit in this dress, but it is so gorgeous. It made me feel like $1,000,000. If you guys have any holiday parties coming up, do not skip out on Amazon. I will leave a link below. Order it now so that if it doesn't fit right, you can have it altered or send it back for a different size. I highly suggest ordering it now. But look at this tree too. The kids actually decorated this, and they did a pretty dang good job, I have to say. They always impress me every year. They always do a pretty good job on the tree, and they keep the ornaments spread out, and they always just do a really good job. So every year they get to decorate the tree. You guys know I don't put them on YouTube, so that's why I just kind of did this little exchange where I was wearing the fancy dress. It was a little uncomfortable to me at first. However, sometimes things are uncomfortable and you just have to push through it. There's our sweet little Willow. I wanted to show you that clip because she was so sweet, but I'm about to move her in a minute. But yeah, sometimes things are uncomfortable and you just have to do what makes you feel comfortable. And I put on that dress and I felt like $1,000,000. I felt so good in that dress. And of course, it's way too long for me. And if I was going out to an event, I would need to have it altered. But it fit my daughter a lot better. She's actually taller than me. But if you guys have any events coming up, do it all up. Like, why not? The holidays are the best time to do it. Put on a fancy dress, go out to that event, just make yourself feel good, because that's really what it's all about at the end of the day, how you look and feel. Maybe that dress is too much. Maybe it's too sparkly. Maybe it's over the top, but I felt amazing in it. So do what makes you feel the best. Do what makes you feel the happiest. But I just went ahead and threw this little corner together over here. I wanted like a little bench seating kind of next to the tree because I thought it would be so adorable, and it did. It turned out so cute. So I just set that little ottoman there and put some pillows on there because I just wanted a little something next to the tree where the kids could cuddle up and relax, and they love it. They think it's so cute. But with throwing around all these ornaments and having all these putting the tree up and the lights and everything, we just have little pieces of tree everywhere. You guys know how it is. When I was younger, we used to have a real tree, and unless you watered that thing every day, you were just going to have pine needles everywhere. So I am grateful for my artificial because I do feel like it gives off less of the pine needles. But with all this decor, and then we had a birthday party, the youngest kiddo, her birthday's in November, so we celebrated that, and we had balloons and decor and cupcakes and all that fun stuff all over the house. So I do need to do just a little bit tidy up. This is mostly going to be Christmas decorating, but you can see, like, I can't leave these pine needles just laying around everywhere while I'm decorating. I can't have it. So I just have to go through with my Tinko, I think it's called a Tinko. I have to go through with my Tinko and just get it all cleaned up real fast, and then I'll move straight back into the decorating. I am not using a tree skirt. I do think that they are so adorable, and Walmart has out those wicker ones, the round ones. Love them. My tree hangs really, really low, and I still really love this tree. We've had this since I've been with my husband, so he's had it for over 5 years, and I just love it. It's a great tree. It doesn't light up anymore. I did have to string all those lights on there, which took me like 2 days to get it right, but I still really love the tree, and so I just can't part with it, and it just hangs down low. So the blanket method works for me. I shoved in some like filler blankets, and then the one that looked the prettiest, I'm gonna put that on top, so it just makes it look more full. Plus, my cats love to nap underneath our tree. So they have this plushy little space that they go underneath, and they make all these biscuits, and then if you can't find the cat, just go look under the tree, because that's exactly where they're going to be, is underneath our tree. I love our cats. They're the sweetest. But Now I got to get this floor taken care of because I just knocked a bunch of those pine needles all over the place because I was messing around putting the blankets underneath as this tree skirt. So I busted out my brand new Shark. I have owned Shark for years. I've used Sharks with my cleaning company and everything. They are phenomenal vacuum cleaners. However, eventually they do wear out. And so the one that I had about 6 years, it completely crapped out. And it's probably my fault. I probably shouldn't have taken it to a construction clean. That fine dust particles is made for a shop vac, not for a residential vacuum. So I went ahead and got this new one, and let me tell you, it is a tricep workout. It does have a little vent on it where you can make the suction less or more, but it works out my triceps so good, and our kids are running around on the carpet saying that it's never felt better. It really does, like, dig into the carpet and like plush it up. It's wonderful. I love it. If y'all need a vacuum, check it out. But I'm moving right along to my front entryway. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the Halloween decor, and I'm going to put all my mom's houses, little magical Santa villages and stuff like that. My mom hand painted every single one of these. These are from the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. These are over 20 years old. They are so phenomenal and so amazing. I'll give you a close-up shot in a little bit, but they are just so nostalgic to me. These sat out in my home when I was a child, and you can see they're not in perfect condition. This one actually has a little chip right there, but she hand painted every single one of these, all the details. My mom did every single one of these. So they are so sentimental and so special to me, and I'm going to put them right here in our front entryway. When you first walk in, you can see them.
Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always.
What do you guys think of the front entryway? I think it looks really whimsical and just sweet and beautiful. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. But now I'm going to move along to some crafts. I actually did with these with the kids. They're in the background. But I just took Easter eggs, sprayed them white, and then I have a bunch of twine, and I'm just hot gluing it. And at the top, I'm actually adding like a lot of hot glue. And then as I go on, I just wrap it around several times and then add a little bit more hot glue. And then to finish it off, I add a long strip. So just basically at your starting point and your ending point, you want to have the majority of the glue. But in between, as long as you wrap it tightly, you just need to add glue here and there just to make sure that it stays on. But I'm making little cute acorn ornaments. You just stick a pine cone, cut it in half, stick it on top, and you have these adorable little acorn ornaments. And I'm going to be using those when I decorate outside. The kids helped me with this. It was a lot of fun. But I'm going to move on to a wreath. We've had this thing forever, and it was big and had huge, large lime green ornaments all over it, and I still love the base of the wreath. So I just took off those ornaments and I'm just adding bundles of 3 to make it look super cute. And you will see in a little bit that I hang that on the door and it ends up looking fantastic. But I'm going to move outside because we have to get all of this prepped and ready to go. I have this balloon arch. I use this for Halloween, and then for one of the kiddos' birthdays, we didn't even have enough balloons to even kind of cover this thing. But I did what I had, and I put up a little happy birthday sign, and she thought it was cute.
I longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no
while I get the front porch all cleaned up, I wanted to tell you guys about a giveaway that I'm going to be doing. I had other plans, which I'll tell you about in a minute, but what we're going to do is if you know a family in need, then you can either comment below or you can send me a private message on Instagram. I'll have my account linked below. And we are going to do a $100 donation. I was really hoping to adopt a family this year, but unfortunately, we are unable to do that due to the circumstances with my husband. So he's not currently working, and due to that, we're not going to be able to do that. But I do want to start doing that every single year on my channel. I was going to start it this year. It just unfortunately didn't work out. I'm going to do the $100 donation this year, and then what I'm going to do is start allocating funds from my YouTube to be donated to adopt a family every single Christmas season. So every Christmas, I will find a family in need and help provide a Christmas for them. And if you would like to help support, you can do that by liking and sharing my content. The more viewers that I have, it really helps out my channel. It truly does help out my channel. It's free to you, and I can also take those funds and reallocate them to Christmas needs for a family. So I thought that would be a really, really great way. I was hoping to do it this year. I haven't been able to, so we are just going to go ahead and do the $100. I definitely can manage that, and so I definitely want to do my part and give back. It feels so great to me when you're able to help someone less fortunate, because I know how it is to be in that position. And I worked for a loan company, and we were actually allocated funds to do a public service event every quarter, and I would always manage and take care of the Adopt a Family program, and we would ask for donations of the local town and the other businesses. And the last year that I did it, it was a family of 8 that had lost everything in a house fire. I mean, they needed everything: cleaners, household, toasters, everything you could think of they were in need of. They were going to have a new home, but they lost everything in the fire. And so we were able to collect an enormous amount of donations, and it was so wonderful. It was incredible to see how many people showed up for this family. And I just really enjoyed doing that every single year. And I always, ever since my husband and I have been together, we always do some type of donation during this time of year. But I want to include you guys. And so if you are willing and wanting to help out Adopt a Family, you can do several things. One is you can subscribe, so next year when I adopt this family, you can hold me accountable. And I know I'm going to do it, but hit that subscribe button so that you can see that I'm actually going to follow through with it. And then you can also like and comment on my content. It really does help me out a bunch, and it will absolutely make it to where I can be able to do this for years to come. So it's free to you, but it's also something that I can do to give back to the community and to the people that watch my channel, just because I feel so great about doing it. It really does feel so great. And I am so appreciative to all of you that like my content and engage and watch the videos. I really think that this is the best way for me to spread a little bit of holiday cheer and just to show how much I appreciate you guys, and just a little way for you to be able to get more involved with my channel as well. Here's a little view of how everything turned out. I think it looks so beautiful and so stunning. Let me know what you guys think.
From this Christmas sun, it's gonna be you and me decorating the tree. From this Christmas sun, from shy.